Hello guys, this is Blueheart from Blueheartgaming. I'm going to bring you a Jayce guide here. Sorry for not getting it out sooner. I really wanted to have a chance to learn the champion so I could give you guys some good advice and not just make some video for you. But let's go ahead and step over to my Masteries and I'll show you what I do there. Generally with Jayce I go 21-9-0, so I take 9 points in the defensive tree and I fill out the offensive tree with 21 points, take the general AD carry stuff. I do go down lethality to get extra crit damage and extra AD. The other way you can build them is getting the CDR with Havoc, but this is I find to be the best way to go. I've tried it both ways. I've done 9 points in defensive tree, taking extra armor and reduced minion damage, and also taking durability and extra health for a little better laning presence early on. I have also tried building him with mana regen and extra mana. You can get more spammy with your abilities this way, but you're not going to be as tanky from the get-go. And generally, since I play him solo top, I take the extra armor. Even if you play AD bot, you're going to want that armor just to be a little tankier. His mana costs aren't that high, so you should be okay without taking the 9 points in utility. So let's show you my rune setup here. I call this AD with regen. So on him, I took flat AD on both Quints and Marks, and then I take armor and mana regen for blues, armor for yellows. I also put in 2 mana regen yellows, so I really do have a lot of mana regen early off, 3.6, and quite a bit of armor and a lot of physical damage. So it's a really strong way to start with Jayce here. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the game here. Sorry I had to get up and blow my nose and get some tea because I got a lot of congestion. I've been sick lately. But let's go ahead and take a look at the game here, what our team comp is. So we are running with, actually let's pull that back up. So I'm running in spectator mode here of a game that I played, and I'm playing with a couple friends. So Zorion, he's my friend Buck that you've seen me play with in the past. He's playing his Fiddlesticks. I'm also playing, I listened to a podcast called Low Elo, the Low Elo podcast, one of the best podcasts of LOL that I think, at least, and I would recommend you guys listening to it. But there's a chat room called Low Elo that I pick up some players from every now and then. And Sanger, he's a player from Australia, and he joined in on this game, but his internet is capped, so he disconnected a couple times during the game. And then we got Helix here. He's like a pro Nidalee player, really good. And then we got Crunchy William. He's from UK. He's a lot of fun. And if I recorded this game with all the commentary, you guys would just be cracking up the whole game. These guys are great to play with. Classy people. Very, very cool. But anyway, we've got... Normally I play Jayce as a solo top, and he really shines in that role. But on this game, I played him as an AD carry on the bottom lane. And honestly, this is actually my first game playing him as an AD carry on the bottom lane. So... I did pretty bad on creeps and last hitting creeps, but they had a really conventional bottom lane as well. They had Yi as a solo top lane, which is kind of crazy. They had their Galio play mid. They had Tryndamere and Graves on the bottom lane, and then Udyr jungling, and so it's kind of an odd setup for a team, but let's go ahead and play the game and see how it unfolds here. And since it's spectator mode, you can see my last hits. You can see everyone else's last hits as we go along here, and all the items that we're buying. So you can see I want a general setup. I went ahead and bought boots and 3 health pots. I usually end up doing that in most circumstances with Jayce and a lot of my other champions. I just find it's a really safe and really good start, except for jungling. So sometimes I'll get cloth armor and 5 health pots. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. You can see I'm just posting up here to guard our jungler, which is a Mumu. and he did really well this game.
30 seconds until
Let's see
minions
here,
spawn.
speed it up a little bit. But so Jayce, he's a champion. You get his ultimate right off the bat, and what his ultimate allows you to do is switch from cannon stance to hammer stance. And in this video, I'm going to refer to cannon stance as range stance, hammer stance as melee stance. So you can see, usually you're going to want to stay in cannon stance for poking, for just for last hits. It's easier to last hit. You'll see me go into cannon or hammer stance for a couple different reasons. It's really good to fight people in hammer stance if you're going all out, because you could jump on them with your Q, do a lot of damage, and do AoE and then a knockback effect, and you have extra armor and magic resist in hammer stance. But I'll generally stay in cannon stance here, but just trying to go for some last hits, which I didn't do very good with. And really, you really want to poke as much as you can when it's safe to do so. And there we go. So really unconventional bottom lane, but they have the potential to do a lot of damage to me if I get caught off guard. Their Graves was definitely a better player than the Tryndamere. But really that would be a pretty difficult lane for Tryndamere to go up against. I don't usually see it like a support Tryndamere because he's so gear dependent. So let's talk about abilities here. I started off with my Q, which does that little it's a skill shot, and it does AoE effect damage wherever it hits. And then if you throw in your gate and you shoot your Q through your gate, it increases the area of effect, does more damage, 40% more damage, and it makes the Q travel faster and farther. And this is really key to getting to be able to play Jax really well. You need to be able to shoot that Q through your gate really well and aim it well. I find the best way to aim your Q through your gate is to throw your gate down and then put your cursor where you want your Q to land. So I'd put my gate down here and then put my cursor on the enemy champion and then shoot my Q. Oh, I do smart cast, by the way. I find it a lot easier to aim stuff if you only have to push one button. It's a lot faster. But say if I wanted to go for a kill, I'd start off in my cannon stance, do my gate, shoot through my gate. I might do a W in cannon stance, which shoots out three quick auto attacks. And the auto attacks only hit for, I think it is 85% damage early on. 70% damage, but the more you level it up, the more percent damage they do. And I think you can get it up to above 100%. But when you really want to do some damage, hop into your hammer form and then jump on them. You can see I was getting really low there, but going back in to try and snipe the enemy player. Playing really risky. I played risky because I knew their jungler wasn't bottom. I saw him top and saw him mid, but now I saw him coming down, so I decided to go back and heal up. So let's see, while I'm back here, let's see how we're doing on last hits. I've got 19 to Graves 15. Tryndamere has 0, and our Fiddle has 4. So, you know, I was ahead of their Graves, which I'm surprised because I wasn't doing really good. But Morgana is really killing it on last hits. She's got 33 right now, most in the game. Alright, so we're back in lane here. So we were assuming Udyr was bottom, so I went and checked the bush just to see if he was there or not. And we know he's there now, so we're not going to play too aggressive. Just going to do a little bit of sniping, not going to even go up and try and do last hits. going to try and knock him back into our tower. Almost got there. So I kind of missed my flash there a little bit. Let's do this. Let's rewind it just a tad. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Okay. So I'm going to play it a little bit slower when we get to that fighting scene. Let's fast forward. So I'm checking the bush to see if Udo's there. I see him creep out, so I scoot back. He decides to go in. I'm fairly confident that I could take him because his team was playing so far back from him. So I changed into my hammer stance. Then I jumped in on him. Tried to knock him back towards our tower so Fiddle and I could do some damage on him. Okay, Fiddle is doing the damage on him. And ideally I want to switch into cannon stance as soon as I can. It's not off cooldown yet. And I don't want him to get away. I ignited him there. I really didn't need to flash, but I switched into cannon stance, got that shot off, got the kill. And really we could turn around here and get the kill on Graves. His Trinimir's running away right now. So I shot my Q there, then I hit my W to do the 3 autos. And ideally I want to switch back into hammer stance here. I put my gate down to get the movement speed. Okay. Speed it up. Hopefully we get a triple kill here. Alright, so I leap on him. Get the kill on him. Oops. I should be able to chase this guy down here. I should switch into cannon form. Yep, there we go. And then just a well-timed... Oh, he flashed over the wall. So I ping him. We got our jungler coming down. He spins over the wall and I get that last shot on him. So I ended up getting a 3 kill there, which is really good for being an AD bottom carry to get 3 kills early on, because you could get that gold. And Buck is texting me right now, so I'm going to text him back. Texting him back. He wanted to know if I want to play. I'll let him know. Probably be another 30 minutes. Alright, so back to gameplay here. Let's see what people are picking up. Our Graves bot, he picked up 2 Dorans. Tryndamere picked up a Vamp Scepter. Get some extra life regeneration. Or lifesteal. So I went ahead and did both. I picked up my tier 2 boots, my Berserker's Greaves. The only 3 boots I really build on Jace is, say 70% of the time I'll build Berserker Greaves. And the other time I'll build Merc Treads if I'm going against a stun heavy team. Or if I'm really struggling in a lane, I'll build the armor boots. Can't remember what they're called. Ninja Tabby. So another trick you'll see me do, like I just did there, if you get a little bit more AD and you get your Q up to like level 3, rank 3, you can throw your gate down and shoot your Q through your gate. And 1 hit on the back minion wave will clear it out. So you'll see me throw my gate down and Q through the gate to hit the back 3 minions and clear them out in 1 hit. And you can push lanes really quickly that way. So just trying to snipe down the other team a little bit, get them really low, so if we needed to, we could tower dive right now. But you see we're hitting level 6 right now. So I know Tryndamere is probably going to be hitting level 6 here shortly, which means you don't want to tower dive in. And he actually picked up Cleanse this game, this Tryndamere, So if I throw my ignite on him to get that last kill, it'll cleanse it off. Oh, Tryndamere just got caught right up there. He was walking up to the mid and our jungler caught him, and he had low HP and didn't have his ult yet. So that was pretty funny. But oops. Alright, so we got our jungler. He's kind of sitting in the bush there. He's waiting, and I was asking him if he wanted us to tower dive. So we just go ahead and go for it. I take the tower aggro and jump back out. I ran back in cannon stance and got the kill. So close to dying right there. That was very risky. But it ended up working out. And Buck here is Orion. He got pretty low as well. So I went back. Let's see what I'm going to pick up now. How much gold do I have? So I'm the most fed in the game so far. I've got 3,300 gold. Their Graves is 2,300, so I'm about 1,000 gold above him. Looks like I didn't pick up anything. I'm sitting on about 800 gold right now, 850. So it's not really enough to... I think I was wanting to get an early Bloodthirster, so I was just going to save up my money for that BF sword into a Bloodthirster. You notice when I run back to lane, when you switch stances with your ultimate, it gives you run speed increase for a short period of time. So you want to keep hitting your ult every time it's off cooldown while you're running back to the lane. Also, at the very beginning near your fountain, go into cannon stance, throw down your gate. You can usually get 2 gates in before you get to your lane. So you can get back to lane very quickly with Jace. And you can also get around the map quickly as well. So just doing some poke here. Then I'm trying to zone them out so they don't get last hits. So generally I build Jace somewhat like a glass cannon. I usually get a Bloodthirster pretty early on, a couple Doran's blades. Oh, good dodge on Tryndamere. But I build Bloodthirster pretty early, get Berserker's Greaves or Merc Treads usually, and I'll have that lifesteal with the early Vamp Scepter to maintain and lane and farm. And then that Bloodthirster really gives me that extra poke. Oh, I almost got the kill there. So if you have more attack damage, your Q is going to hit harder. And my playstyle is I poke a lot. And I use that E to put down the gate and then Q through it to get that big poke. Alright, so Udyr comes in here. Tryndamere had to go back. We kind of knew that, so we didn't really... We just wanted to keep their lane kind of pressured. Let it push back a little bit because we have our jungler up top. He's coming out. I didn't know Tryndamere was there. I go ahead and leap in, which is just craziness. Knock him back. Switch to cannon form, do some burst damage there. Get the kill on Udyr. Buck messed up his ultimate just a little bit there. But that's okay. Frame rates went really crappy all of a sudden. I think it's the recording, or the replay on LOL replay, not the recording. There we go. So just poking their tower down. Tryndamere is really low. We're in a pretty good position right now. We got 7 kills to their 1. and our 80 carries are getting pretty fed. Or at least I am, and oh my gosh, so close. So he's chasing down Tryndamere, so that it left Graves kind of by himself, so I decided to tower dive him there. I should have kind of kept the camera on me a little bit, but anyway, got another kill there, so I'm 402 now. Let's see how much gold I'm sitting on. So almost 2,000 gold, so I should be pretty close to that Bloodthirster.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Trying to catch Udyr. I thought he was going to come down through the bush, but he didn't. If he did, I was going to jump on him with my Q and hammer stance and slow him down and knock him back towards my team. Your Q and hammer stance does a lot of AoE damage. But okay, going back to the build, I build Bloodthirster. Right after the Bloodthirster, I almost always build a Guardian Angel. Why, you may ask? It's because, like I said before, a lot of the damage that I do is I do my initial burst combo in cannon stance by, you know, throwing down my gate and shooting my Q through my gate, then W, and then I'll switch into hammer stance and then jump on him with my Q. And then, but what happens when you jump on them with your Q is you get focused instantly. And so, since I know I'm going to be focused, I need that Guardian Angel to survive the initial onslaught. So a lot of times I'll get focused and then I'll end up dying, but I'll still have my Guardian Angel. And then I come back up and clean up. Alright, so came back up there, got an assist credit for that one, I think. Alright, so I think I'm going back now to get my Bloodthirster. Nope, can't quite afford it yet. I need another 120 gold. But right now, not doing great on creep score, just because I've been focusing on kills so much. So I've only got 80 creeps. But, alright. Moonwoo's doing work there. Alright, so they're up here. Alright, so now we got 3 people on the bot again. Just pushing it up to their tower here. Got a 3v2 and their Tryndamere's pretty low. Nice. So the Moo gets the stun taunt off of on Tryndamere, so he can't respond with an ultimate. And then we just go in and clean it up. I think we're trying to get another tower here. And unfortunately our kill dies up top. But we do get a pretty easy tower down there.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I think I'm going up to check on red. Saw that it's gone, so I'm coming to gank mid. I saw him overextended. And Morgana backed out. She just doesn't have any mana. So we run in there. I run through my gate to get that extra movement speed, and then I switch to hammer form, which gives me really crazy fast movement speed, and then I jump on him with my Q. So he almost didn't even see that coming. Happened so fast. So got another kill there. 602. Getting pretty fed now. Decided to go for dragon. So the hammer stance combo that I do, and I do everything smartcast. I jump on them with my Q while I'm in midair. I hit W to get the AoE going, so when I land, they'll be standing in my AoE. It does a circle of AoE around my champion. And then I hit them with my E. If I can, I'll hit them sideways or backwards. You don't want to hit them forwards away from you because then they can run away easier. So I, cannon form through my gate down, give us some movement speed increase off the gate. Get back to lane faster. Now I'm rotating my ultimate back and forth while I run back, just so I can get back quick. That ultimate saved his booty right there. I jumped in on him because it was a great binding by Morgana. Alright, we're just poking down their tower and poking them down. My Qs are doing quite a bit of damage there. My shock blasts. Just trying to be real patient here and poke him down. But we just lost our minion wave again, so I think I decided to go bottom. Oh, never mind. I want to go get our red.
Shut down.
Oh, but they go ahead and initiate down here when we get caught. So I decided to run down really fast. Not fast enough. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do at that point. So I go ahead and leap on Tryndamere and throw my ignite. Oh my goodness, so close to dying. I believe he lived right there. Trying to get my life back up with some life regen, life steal. See right there, I walked around the front minions to shoot the back ones with my shock blast through the gate. Another trick that I'll do, I didn't do it in this game because I was in the AD carry role. But when I'm up at solo top, if I'm by myself in a lane or I know that I'm not going to be poking or taking poke, I'll do all of my creeps or last hitting in hammer form, because your W it regenerates mana with every auto attack, and then as you level it up, the more you level it up, the more mana it regenerates per auto attack. See right now I'm just clearing the jungle in hammer stance to regenerate that mana, and with each auto attack right now it generates 12 mana per auto attack. If you do the math, if you auto attack, let's just say once every second, you're generating another, 12 mana per second. So you multiply that per 5 seconds. That's quite a bit. That's 60 mana per 5, and that's pretty strong as far as mana regen goes. But you have to be auto attacking in order to get that regen. So we almost caught E off, separated from the group right there. Great binding. But unfortunately she's really low and gets caught. Oh, beautiful ultimate by Kale. Look at that. So I jump in there a little late. Better late than never.
Purple team double kill.
Decide to chase down Tryndamere. Fortunately, Udyr does get away, but we get a tower out of it. And then when you level up your Q quite a bit, so now my Q is doing 115% auto attack damage. So I leaped in there onto Udyr in my hammer stance to try and get that kill. And then we're getting pretty low, so we decided to back out. And I just throw down my gate for all of us to get that increased movement speed. And Kale just took off the creep right there. Alright, so let's see how gold totals are looking. Right now our team has 33.3k to their 28.3k, so we're about 5k gold ahead total on our team. I'm sitting at 8,000. Their AD carry is sitting at 6,000, so I'm about 2,000 ahead of their AD carry. Their Tryndamere only has 4,000 gold, so I've got double his gold. It's because he's trying to play some kind of support Tryndamere. I don't know. It's weird. But let's see what I went ahead and bought my Guardian Angel now. So now I can be a lot more aggressive since I have that Guardian Angel. Oh, Fiddle is trying to come around there and they caught him out, separated from our group. Whew, that was a pretty bad engage on our team's part. Still, we ended up getting some kills out of it. But I ended up losing my Guardian Angel. I think I end up dying here. Or do I go for the kill? So I hit my W on cannon stance to get that quick attack speed on him. Then quick switch into hammer form and then do my QWE. Which just you can do in a second right there, like that. It does so much damage. Ended up getting the ace, but I can't convert it into anything because we don't have our any of our lanes pushed. So I just end up pushing a little bit. Do I go for the tower? We're keeping an eye on their team respawn time. I do go for the tower here, and then I get the heck out of dodge. So I just get the tower low, praying that the minions will get it killed. They don't. The tower's got 54 life. One more auto attack would have done it. But that's okay. Maybe that tower will give this other team a false sense of security, so we can get a couple more kills. Jump on their Galio, try and catch him off guard. I wanted to run through him and hit him back. Just couldn't quite get there. I lead our Moo into a trap here. Oh my goodness. So bad of me. But I ended up having to flash out. Our Morgana runs in, and then I come back around, decide to try and start to fight it here. And of course their tower dies with one hit, and then I am able to jump on to Galio there and get that kill. So now I'm sitting pretty good on kills. I'm 10-0-6 right now. Pretty well fed. Oh, and then I see our Kale. I didn't notice our Kale was up there fighting. So I jump in on that Tryndamere and Q him to slow, W, and get that killing blow with the E. Oh, he jumps back on our Morgana. But I switch into cannon Their hammer form. Try and jump on him here. Oh, and I can't quite reach him, but I threw down my gate and sniped him out with my shock blast. I want to see that again. So that's a beautiful thing that you can do with Jayce. Is if you can't quite reach them and they have no health, throw down your gate and make sure you hit your Q. You gotta aim it really well. So I'm in cannon form right now. Throw down the gate and nailed him. Oh, that just makes you feel so happy inside when you can snipe someone. Okay. Alright, I'll be here. Yes, please. So, our Morgana hasn't gotten blue all game. It's just the way things have worked out. So, I'm calling out to her that the blue is up. I'm going to let her come down and get it. Looking to DPS a little bit. I kind of screwed up. Because as we were DPSing it, I turned on my W and almost stole it by accident. So they're really, really hungry for this Baron right here. Oh my goodness. See, I almost stole blue by accident. But they do go for the Baron here, and we're not prepared for it. We don't think they're going to do it. And I think they get it. They engaged it. Oh, okay, so they see us all middle right now. We should have just kept pushing it and gotten that inhibitor down. But they got a free Baron out of the deal because we didn't have it warded or anything. So that was pretty bad of us. And we just figured out, oh my goodness, I need to run over and help him out. So cannon stance and gate, try and give him that increase in movement speed. So I do get the kill on Galio, but I am going to die there. Oh my goodness. He's gonna die there. Meanwhile, we're pressuring their inhibitor here. Uh-oh, he's coming down to clean up the kill. Get out of there. Crunchy. Oh my goodness. But Kale does have really good escapes, but he just popped his ult. Oh my goodness. I don't think he's gonna make it. Does he have his ult? No, he doesn't. So I'm coming down bottom to help out. But I definitely won't make it there in time to save that tower.
The team's turret has been destroyed.
Buck just messaged me back again here. Alright, so now we're planning on coming up behind their whole team here. Gonna see what we can do to wreck their faces. Of course, they're running away. They do the mistake of staying too deep, and we're coming up on them. We do catch their Yi. I jumped on him, but he does pop ult to get away, but I see all the rest of their team is right there. So I decided to go in and knock Galio back into our team. And I don't want to get focused, so I kind of ran out of the focus fire there. Morgana does pop ult, and gets huge kills right there. But you can see I popped my Q in the middle of them and then hit W. And I should have switched to hammer form and jumped back in and done just a whole bunch of damage with my QW. But so my Guardian Angel is back up. You'll see me starting to play a little bit more aggressive now. And I am going deep to get this inhibitor while they push this tower. So you want to, you can be really fast at taking down inhibitors and towers in cannon stance and hitting your W. Because right now it does 130% of auto attacks damage, and it swings basically at the lowest or the fastest possible swing time or auto attack time. So I'm just poking them down and getting out of there. Anytime you want to run faster by running away or running to something, you can swap into your ults there to get the extra movement speed, but you want to try and time it to where you're in your stance that you want to be in during the fight initiation, which is usually cannon stance. So you can throw your gate and then shock blast through your gate. I'm probably typing right there. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Okay, so my items here, after I picked up my Guardian Angel, you can see I went Sheen. And then after Sheen, I picked up a Phantom Dancer. Why Phantom Dancer? Because my auto attacks now crit very, very often, and they hit very hard, and I have that extra movement speed. I like movement speed on Jace, because it meshes really well with his gate. He just blew up Tryndamere before he had a chance to pop his ult. But it meshes really well with him. I like to go in and out of combat here on Jace. So see how I switched to hammer stance and jumped in on him, then I got back out of combat. So I wasn't the focus. Oh my goodness, our team just got killed right there. I'm almost dead. I do have my Guardian Angel right now. I think I decide. Okay, check this out. I go for it here. Jump in on hammer stance, my Guardian Angel procs. I'm pretty much a dead man here, right? Maybe not. So I switch into hammer stance, and I pop my cooldowns, and I take him down in the hammer stance, and then I switch into cannon form, take that guy down. Oh, I'm dead meat here. Switch into hammer stance, I'm almost dead. I get my QWE off on him, switching back into cannon stance, and I finish him off. I don't know how I turned that around. I took down 3 people with no life. That Guardian Angel, so crucial on Jace, I think. It allows you to clean up the fights. I still can't believe that I just took down 3 of them with no life, and that Bloodthirster allowed me to do it just because I had so much lifesteal, and the Guardian Angel kept me into the game. So what could have been easily a really bad exchange, converting it into 3 extra kills there at the end really made it a good exchange for us. The Tryndamere starting to hit really hard. He's got his Infinity Edge, and he's got a Zeal, almost a Phantom Dancer. So our team is up there. I'm trying to catch back up to them. So initiating cannon stance, switch to hammer, then jump in on him. I hit Tryndamere back with my E, then went back on Galio after his GA popped. Then I tank the tower for a little bit here. burn it down so fast it doesn't really matter.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
It's pretty much game over. We just blew him up before I even knew what happened. That's pretty much a game. I know this guide could have been a little better. And normally I'll play him solo top. I'll do a solo top guide here before too long. But that's AD carry bot with Jayce. Just remember, if you do your full combo in cannon stance and hammer stance and back into cannon stance, you can shred people's health bars really quickly before they even know what happens. And I just like to get that guardian angel because more often than not you'll end up dying because you jump in there with your Q, and you take a lot of damage when you jump in there because you get focused. Since you get focused so much, you want that guardian angel. Solo top, I build him a little bit differently. I've been messing around with a Philosopher's Stone and Heart of Gold, and just starting out with those and boots, and then working into my Bloodthirster Guardian Angel build. You can also build him more tanky and play him more of a support role, but it just depends on how you want to play him. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.